Alright, the alphabet has lowercase and uppercase, but let's be honest, it deserves a third form, a superior form. A form so unnecessary that even language professors would collectively sigh into their coffee. So today, I'm inventing the highest case alphabet, letters that stand above the others physically, emotionally, spiritually, and probably illegally. And we're starting with A because traditions matter. Sometimes. So the lowercase a is cute, the uppercase A is dramatic, but the highest case A, it needs to assert dominance. So I stretched it taller because height equals respect and gave it a round top like lowercase a, but also a sharp structure like uppercase A. It's basically the mullet of letters. Business in the geometric angles, party in the curves. And of course I added a bold straight line through the middle because why pick one personality when you can have an identity crisis? Boom, the perfect A nobody asked for. B is simple. My monkey brain sees lowercase b has one circle, uppercase B has two circles. So highest case B gets 3, yes, 3. If your English teacher cries, it's because they recognize true genius, not because I'm ruining literacy. Next is C, we need something iconic. So I kept the classic curve, but added 2 flat horizontal bars because those bars are actually portals. One sends you in, one traps you forever. Because if you're using highest case letters, you clearly don't value stability anyway. D? Listen, I tried, okay? I flipped uppercase D backward because sometimes graphic design is about accepting we're out of ideas. I know it looks like a medical diagram we should not be showing children, but I stand by it. E, though E is where I fix history. Uppercase E looks nothing like lowercase e. 0 family resemblance. So I made the highest case E tall, proud, and brought back the loop they abandoned centuries ago. It looks like a roller coaster, and honestly, reading is basically emotional roller coasting anyway, so it fits. F stands for funny, flail, and failure. So naturally, I added extra arms to make it look like the letter itself is freaking out. G? Oh man, whoever designed the original G was on something creative, so I honored that legacy by adding squiggles everywhere. But it's not random. If you squint hard enough, there's a hidden lowercase j inside. Because sometimes G wants to be J, and honestly, who am I to stop it? H gets more legs because the highest case alphabet is all about climbing to new heights literally. So I made it look like a ladder. English but ascended, huh? The letter I is basically me confused, waving for help, and questioning life choices, so I gave it a tiny arm waving its last shred of hope goodbye. J deserved justice, so I resurrected its dot. In fact, I gave it 3 dots because inflation. Then there's K, this one mutated, I don't know what happened. I added too many angles, too many limbs, and now it looks like it crawled out from behind a circus tent asking for snacks. Perfect. L? The creators of the alphabet were lazy with uppercase L, so I honor tradition by being lazy too and adding another line. That's it, be mad. I accept it. M gets cat ears. No explanation needed. Peak design. N. Yeah, I hated everything I drew for N, but we committed to chaos, so we keep it. O becomes a biological diagram because it looked like a cell anyway, so now it divides like 1. This alphabet is educational and upsetting. P gets its line, moved to the center. Revolutionary. Q. Listen. Q is a cursed letter already. I added the chaos it deserves. R? I turned it into a penthouse suite. Fancy, expensive, 0 practicality. I love it. S uppercase S was lazy, so I matched their energy and just made it bigger. Sometimes the simplest crimes are the most effective. T, my creativity was dying at this point, but I salvaged it by turning T into modern art. A big square, a small flipped square, boom, museum-worthy. V transforms into a diamond for no reason other than I said so. W actually becomes a real W, for once because calling a double V a double U has hurt my soul for years. X goes inside a box because that's where it belongs. Y becomes a question mark because the letter literally means Y and Z. Z is where the original alphabet creators gave up and went home. So I did too, but added extra lines to make it look like I tried. And that, my friends, is the highest case alphabet. An entire set of letters absolutely nobody asked for, but you now have to live with anyway. If your brain feels uncomfortable, good mine does too. If you want me to redesign numbers, punctuation, emojis, or ruin an entirely different language, hit subscribe because this chaos is just beginning. And trust me, you haven't seen the worst ideas yet.